open a Sagicor Bank savings account from anywhere. Go online and open yours today.
The time by Sagicor Bank is
CVM News at 7 Wednesday headlines, courtesy of Heart NSDA Trust, Jamaica's Human Development Agency.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, man charged with killing a 4-year-old in Manchester. Police appeal for safe turn-in of a suspect in Portmore fatal home invasion. Adopt a house. Housing initiative launched in St. James for Hurricane Melissa victims. And Korea concerns. FNIT arrests 2 people after drug bust at FedEx location. While in sports, Wall Street Traders wins Ash Wednesday trophy at Caymanas Park.
CVM News at 7 Wednesday headlines, courtesy of Heart NSDA Trust, Jamaica's Human Development Agency.
Hi, I am Kendi Pang.
Watagwan.
Watagwan.
Datagwan pa.
Watagwan.
Watagwan.
Watagwan. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
Datagwan pa. Watagwan.
CVM News at 7 Wednesday, courtesy of
Sagicor, building trust for generations.
Celebrating 55 years.
From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7, an abbreviated Ash Wednesday edition. It's February 18, 2026. I'm Amoy Harriet, and thanks for joining us. Up first this evening, a woman is dead and her daughter injured following a brazen attack at their home in Portmore, St. Catherine this morning. CVM News spoke to some of their neighbors. And we do apologize for that clip there. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Now let's return to that previous story where a woman is dead and her daughter injured following a brazen attack at their home in Portmore, St. Catherine yesterday. CVM News spoke to some of their neighbors.
A mother chopped to death and her daughter hospitalized after a man believed to be of unsound mind entered their home armed with a machete. The incident unfolded at around 8:40 Tuesday morning on 5th Marlin Way in Portmore, St. Catherine. SSP Leighton Gray is the commanding officer in the St. Catherine South Police Division.
This incident involves one Sonia Dillon, she is 63 years old, and her daughter Yanika Swell, 40 years old. It is to be noted that they were both at home when the home was invaded by a man armed with a machete who proceeded to inflict chop wounds to the mother, and immediately the daughter intervened to offer that assistance. This situation, the daughter was also chopped several times. As a result, she ran inside her room, managed to lock the perpetrator out, however, and called for assistance. Thereafter, the perpetrator, who is known as Pacha, made good his escape from the premises.
He says when the police arrived, the mother was found motionless while the daughter was rushed to hospital and is in serious condition. The search is on to locate the suspect.
We continue to search the area for him, and I would just want to take this opportunity and implore him to turn himself in, or his relative have him turn into the police, as we believe that he can assist us in this investigation.
Meanwhile, one local had this to say.
From what I know of the lady and her daughter, they have, it's not 1 year now since they've been living in the community, so they don't reach 1 year yet. And it's shocking to come out this morning and hear such a news that one died and one is in the hospital.
The senior officer is reminding also.
I also want to take this opportunity to say thanks to the residents who offer such assistance to us. But at the same time, I implore them not to take the law in their own hands. Let the police be the one who would take this perpetrator in.
Nika Lewis, CVM News.
Now, a Westmoreland construction worker has been charged after reportedly shooting a man in the chest with a spear gun during an incident last November. Police say the suspect was arrested earlier this week following months of investigation. The injured man remains in stable condition. Now, the suspect in the shooting death of 4-year-old Sonia O'Brien and the injury of her father, a businessman in Manchester, has since been charged in relation to the crime. The incident that unfolded on February 8 in Land Settlement left the nation distraught. Commanding officer for the Manchester Police Division, Superintendent Kerry Duncan, shared the details.
During one of our intelligence-led operations, one Onish Copeland OC Daba, a 25 years old labourer of New Wales in the parish of Manchester, was taken into custody. The suspect is now an accused, having been charged with the offences of murder, wounding with intent, 2 counts of shooting with intent, malicious destruction of property, conspiracy to commit murder, possession of prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and using a firearm to commit a felony.
Meanwhile, the police say they are aware that the accused in the grim incident was not acting by himself.
That Copeland was not acting alone in this heinous crime, and so we are actively pursuing other suspects. And the charging of Copeland brings to the clearing up of 4 of the 5 murders recorded in Manchester for 2026. We also saw another 5 murders being cleared up from previous years, which bring our total to 9 murders being cleared for 2026. This represents a clear rate of 1.
A mournful mother woke the residents of Phoenix Park Village on Tuesday protesting the killing of her only child. Shamar Brown was allegedly gunned down by police within Phase 3 of the village on December 10 of last year. His mother is now back in Jamaica demanding justice. Crystal Williams has more.
We want justice for Shamar Brown. Shamar Brown was looking forward to his future. Shamar Brown was loving. Shamar Brown was honest. These are the visions shared by a distraught mother and the community of final year university student Shamar Akeem Brown as they protest his killing. Perlina McCurdy describes what allegedly took place beyond these walls. An alleged robbery followed by a shootout that claimed the life of her only child.
My son was shot and killed in Phoenix Park, Housing Scheme, on the 10th of December and plastered all over Jamaica as a thief. I want justice for my son. I want my son's name to be cleared, and I want the perpetrators who killed my son behind the walls of Phoenix Park Housing Scheme to be brought to justice and face the full course of the law.
The mother of the deceased says she is in contact with Indicom, who informed her that their investigations are ongoing. On the quest for justice, she also says that every member of society ought to be held accountable, including police officers.
Just like any other civilian who, when they do wrong, they are caught and brought to justice and face the full course of the law. The police officers should also be caught when they do wrong.
Shania Rose, the cousin of the deceased, says he was her motivator, the driving force of her inspiration to follow her dreams. She notes the family is having a hard time.
He was always around us. Most of his time he spent was with me, Brownman, Antoine, and his rest of cousins.
Shamar Brown was looking forward.
Now, the St. James Municipal Corporation is stepping up housing recovery efforts months after Hurricane Melissa, launching a new initiative aimed at helping residents rebuild damaged homes. The Adopt a House program will provide construction materials to vulnerable families, while community members assist with labor. Kevin Black reports.
The St. James Municipal Corporation is moving to support hundreds of residents still recovering from hurricane damage through a new housing assistance initiative. Mayor of Montego Bay, Councillor Richard Vernon, says the Adopt a House program is designed to bridge gaps in the recovery process by providing building materials to residents in need.
So the intention of the Adopt a House program is to meet you, I would say a little bit more than halfway, but help you to pull up yourself fully. Our target is 500 homes, and we are down 8 homes now, 492 to go.
Mayor Vernon says a pilot phase helped the municipality identify challenges, including labor costs and shortages of critical building materials such as zinc. The municipal corporation is also appealing to members of the diaspora and the service clubs to support the program through donations.
Another glitch that we found in the pilot is that there is right now a shortage of material, especially zinc. So we were supposed to complete all the houses last week. Of course, we had some difficult weather conditions that threw off the timeline. As you donate, these persons benefit. And it is there for you to see on the website. Persons will be asked to upload their photos, upload the damaged house, and those who want to donate will be able to see it and pick which house they want to donate to.
Mayor Vernon outlines partnerships with the Social Development Commission, the Ministry of Labour and the Social Security and international donors will be critical to the success of the initiative.
And our commitment and partnership with the Ministry of Labour and Social Security and the Social Development Commission is one that we intend to continue to the benefit of this municipality. My colleagues here, they're on the ground, they're getting the complaints, they're getting some beaten here and there about the response time, but we are trying as best as possible in a difficult period to streamline assistance.
Kevin Black reporting for CVM News.
In news now, overseas diplomats from 85 countries at the United Nations have condemned new Israeli measures to tighten control over the West Bank, including areas overseen by the Palestinian Authority under the Oslo Accords. France 24 has the details.
It was a show of support for Palestine
So good to see you.
from the UN missions of 85 countries after Israel's decision to tighten its control over the occupied West Bank.
We strongly condemn unilateral Israeli decisions and measures aimed at expanding Israel's unlawful presence in the West Bank. Implementing the two-state solution remains the only path to ensure security and stability in the region.
Since last week, Israel has approved a series of measures that make it easier for Israelis to purchase land in the occupied Palestinian territory and that further sideline Palestinian authorities. Critics say the plan amounts to de facto annexation. Undaunted, the far-right Israeli finance minister, who also serves on Israel's security cabinet, which takes key decisions regarding the West Bank, presented what he called Colonization 2030.
And we take a break. Sports is next.
Stepping confidently into a new year starts with one simple, powerful word. Yes! Say yes to new beginnings. Say yes to a secure future. Say yes to living the life you love with your family. With health and life insurance from Sagicor Life. We're here to give you the protection and peace of mind you deserve in 2026. All you have to do is say yes to what matters most. Call 888 Sagicor to speak with an advisor today.
Unbeatable value you will love. Find it only at Quartz. Get up to $80,000 off select furniture, appliances, and electronics. Keep your cash. Shop on credit and choose how you pay. Get unbeatable value you will love. Find it only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Offer ends February 28, 2026. Conditions apply.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Welcome back. We go now to news in sports. India, Pakistan and South Africa, all of whom advanced to the Super 8s of the ICC T20 World Cup, rounded out their preliminary group matches with convincing wins on Wednesday. India 193-6 beat Netherlands 176 all out by 17 runs. Pakistan, led by a century from Rasib Zada Farhan, made 199 to beat Namibia 97 all out by 102 runs. And South Africa routed UAE for the 122 and reached their target of 123 for 4 to win by 6 wickets. New Zealand soundly beat Canada by 8 wickets today in Chennai to advance to the Super 8 phase of the T20 World Cup, joining already qualified Windies, India, Sri Lanka, Zimbabwe, England and South Africa. However, it was Canada that went into the history books as 19-year-old Ruvraj Samra, 110 runs, became the youngest T20 World Cup centurion and the first player from an associate nation to score a T20 World Cup century in his team's 173 for 4. In reply, New Zealand blasted their way to 176 for 2 off 15.2 overs to finish second in Group D, thereby eliminating the Canadians.
No Mitch Santner. Shot.
Change of pace. Oh, and enough on it. Bottom of the bat, that'll do. The joy to behold of Yuvraj Samrat.
One of the better fielders in world cricket.
Inside out and gone is it all. Marshall will be pretty happy. Gone.
Spin. Short again, dispatched again. Half century for Glenn Phillips in quick time.
They've been smoking it, and so's Ravindra. Out of here for a half century.
New Zealand. Rachin Ravindra thumps it through the onside to the mid-wicket fence. And with that, New Zealand win.
Meanwhile, the West Indies will be seeking to maintain their unbeaten record going into the Super 8's round when they play Italy on Thursday to compete their group round of matches. With 3 consecutive wins, the Windies will be hoping to enter the Super 8's round with a perfect record of 4 straight victories. Italy are at the foot of Group A standings with only 1 win to their name. And according to the West Indies batting coach Floyd Reefer, the team will be looking forward to keep their unbeaten record intact going into the second phase of the competition.
Well, in a team like us, we strive on team effort. You look at all the games, different individuals, put up their hands and put in some good performances. So that's a sign of a very good batting unit where you have different individuals, square runs at different points in times. And it's good for us going forward into the Super 8s where we have more than one individual getting in those performances. So I would say it's a total team effort.
The top contenders for the ISA Boys Championships title will be on display when the Corporate Area Development Meet takes place at the Ashenheim Stadium at Jamaica College on February 21.
Second in the standings last year, Jamaica College is now eyeing the top of the pile at this season's Corporate Area Development Meet set for February 20 to 21 at the Ashenheim Stadium on their school grounds. New head coach Dwayne Johnson made that clear while speaking at the recent launch of the meet in Kingston.
It's extremely important because it comes 4 weeks before the national championship and it tests our arsenal to see exactly where we're at, and so I'm looking forward to it. It's a meet that personally I extend to my coaching staff that I would want to go after this year, just to build some confidence within our group to see that, we can compete for championship this year.
The bigger picture is obviously the ISA Boys and Girls Championships, an event where Jamaica College ended third last year. Coach Johnson thinks with the retooling they've done, they can break Kingston College's 4-year win streak.
The truth is that I would have developed this mantra from our principal at JC, says that we don't lose, we learn. And so last champs I would have sat down and look at the various areas where I thought we needed to address. And luckily for me, there were some coaches that became available. And so I approached them and they accepted, and we're in good stead going into championship.
It's a different story for Penwood High School, who are looking to build their program rather than having any aspirations of any title contention.
Well, it's a pretty small team we have. We have about 15 boys and girls altogether, 11 girls and 4 boys. And they're pretty much, upbeat. They're optimistic about the program and they're looking forward to just go ahead and enjoy the Corporate Area Championship just to put their best performance out.
One of the development projects is hurdler Shakia Reid, who competes in both the sprint and intermediate hurdles in Class 1. She's on the hunt for improvement after ending second in the 400-meter hurdles last year and not finishing in the sprint hurdles.
It went exceptionally well. The 100-meter hurdles was